The Sunday Times have been involved with the Literary Awards for many years, and Sunday Times Food Weekly, we felt it right to honour South African food writers with the first South African Cookbook Awards. With Pick n Pay as our partner in this project, we gathered all the judges here in Johannesburg and we had a feast of cooking in a different way.
Oh, you know, it is so amazing to find so many beautiful cookbooks, more authentic than what I had expected, because it just shows that as South Africans we really are now watching what we eat, but also how tradition and culture play a very significant role, and how, you know, we've shared the heritage of spices through slavery and travel and all of those kinds of things.
Well, I was absolutely overwhelmed when I walked in here and saw the number of new cookery books on the market. I think South Africans are really coming to the party when it comes to food and knowledge of food and things like that. And that really impressed me.
50 plus amazing books, and we've really gotten them down to 10 odd plus books, and I think they really signify what our country is about. They provide a little bit of background of our culture, of our people, the way that we eat.
It's wonderful to know that a small country produces so many cookbooks, and cooking has really become far more popular. People love it, watch it on TV, read it in newspapers, and now we have all these wonderful cookbooks to look at.
I think a lot of the cookbooks are well written and the recipes are lovely. I think where we fall down is that we don't take enough care in design, and it looks as if that the authors are not actually, they sort of write the cookbook, they write the recipes, and then they sort of disappear, and they don't give much thought to how actually their book is going to look, the font, the type of paper, the actual design, because a lot of them had amazing content, but it was lost in really sort of I don't know, below average production values and design, and that makes me want to cry, really. Whereas you'll get magnificently beautiful books with pictures that you want to gasp over, and flowers and lyrical moments. And actually, when you're looking for the ultimate South African cookbook, I'm not sure that's what you're looking for. So
what I look for in a cookery book is something that tells a story, something that's innovative and that hasn't been done before, over and over again. You know, you don't want to pick up a 50s book and see the same recipe with a little more parsley on the top, or a little more garnishing on the top, but it's exactly the same recipe. You want something very innovative and new, and some of the books really brought that to the fore.
A lot of the entries, unfortunately, kind of were hidden in the past. There's a lot of design that kind of was reminiscent of the 80s, and with great content, unfortunately. So I think that the design could have definitely upped its game across the board, and there were certain publishers who were definitely on the button with their clarity of design, you know, the use of illustration, and just the beauty of what cookbooks really are. So big up to them.
Cookbooks are an integral part of the Sunday Times Food Weekly supplement, because each week we review a cookbook and give it away, and we receive hundreds and hundreds of entries. So I knew how popular cooking and cookbooks are.
it's been a really interesting, insightful morning. But I think overall I'm amazingly and delightedly proud at the kind of output kind of things we're putting out there as South Africans.
Part of the excitement of this project and putting it together has been how wonderfully enthusiastic the publishers have been. This is the first time that South African cookbooks have been given awards, and it's about time too.
This one book really explores our past and explores our flora and fauna and uses that in these dishes, which is fantastic, something new, exciting.
I think the fact that we got 54 cookbooks or whatever out of the South African authors is extraordinary and a testament to loads of talent.
There's a book on curries that I think has a place in every family in South Africa in different varieties and different versions, but also just goes deeper and tells you about how to make your own spices.
I think the finalists are well deserved.
The ones that we've put aside really say something about us being South Africans in many ways, how we live, how we eat, how we enjoy the weather, how we like to braai, how we like to cook.
The Sunday Times Cookbook Awards will culminate in a gala evening event at the Pick and Pay Good Food Studio in Sandton on the 6th of November. It will be a gathering of South African publishers, celebrity guests, judges, and most importantly, the finalists. The winner will be announced and there will be a full report back in Food Weekly on the 16th of November.